Okay, now surprise, I'm not driving this time. I'm not driving in my kitchen. So I'm in my kitchen and I'm thinking I'm making a English muffin and I'm drinking some coffee and some Diet Pepsi and it's 5:12 in the morning and this is normal for me. This is normal for me. Okay, well, uh, but I have been doing some thinking. And one of the things I've been thinking about is leveling up. Kind of a new theory I'm working on. Kind of a philosophy too, but more of a theory. This leveling up. I'm really starting to think that the human, well, human hybrid human, whatever you are, uh, has the potential to continue to grow to possibly no limit, at least within any parameters of our necessity. So, yeah, I kind of like that. Within the parameters of our necessity, which continue to expand all the time, of course, but you know, currently within the realms of any kind of notion of what we may need from our brains, from ourselves. I'm starting to think that we can accomplish those things. It's just a matter of leveling up. And you have to level up every time. You can't just jump, you can't warp speed. It'd be nice if you could, but you can't. So you got to find the next step every time. You know, when you find yourself in a rut, like I've found myself in so many times. And you've dug that hole so deep that top of that hole, if you can even see it, is so far away you don't even know if you could climb it out. So, but even when you think you can't, what else you got to do? That's the thing. What else you got to do? You can sit down there in that hole and just go, you can't climb out anyway, so I just sit here. Or you could just start climbing and see what happens. And I'm gonna make this one real short because my dinger just dang, and I know my it tells me that my English muffin is toasted now. I don't want to eat it while it's warm. After I put some plain cream cheese on there. And I have the flavored kind too, but I prefer to put the flavored kind on the one with the raisins. And then it's a strawberry one. I put that on the one with the raisins. This one's the sourdough kind. I like the plain on there, just in case anybody was wondering how I like my English muffins. So, well, there you have it. You just start climbing, and that's what I've found to be the secret for me. Just start climbing. And you know what? So far, every single time I've just started climbing, even though I didn't know if I'd make it to the top, or even when I thought I never could, I found something along the way. Maybe it was a loose root there in the side of the pit or whatever you're in. The hole that you're climbing out of, or I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's I don't know, some other thing. I don't know. Who knows what the hell it is? But maybe it's just something you see along the way, or maybe just the sun seems a little bit brighter as you're coming up. You get a little closer, and you start to have a little bit more hope that maybe there could be a way out. Maybe even though it seems so impossible, and then you get a little closer, and suddenly it's a little less impossible, and there you go, and suddenly before you know it, but I don't feel like that as you're doing it. But once you have, before you know it, it feels like wow, you're there, and you know what, you're ready to take on the world again, and until you find yourself back in another hole, and you just do the same thing. You just climb yourself out, and if you're finding yourself in these holes a lot, I don't know, there might be a good reason for that, and And I'll tell you, I don't really know exactly what that is, but I found myself in holes a lot like that, and there's got to be a reason for it. And one thing I think that is positive about it is that it means you're trying. It means you're trying new things because you're not going to fall into any big holes, big messes or anything if you're not doing nothing, If you're just sitting there and going, you're not taking any chances in your life, chances of you falling in some big rut or hole or anything. Your rut is not doing anything. So you're already in a hole, You're already in a big enough hole. So you're not going to find any new ones that are any bigger. That's the thing. So you might as well just start climbing out of them and find another one to fall in. Climb out of that one. You learn something every time, and hopefully that means you don't fall into the same holes again. That's the key. Don't fall in the same holes again. You're going to find new ones because you're out there and you're trying and you're looking for a new adventure and you're looking for new opportunity. And there's hazards out there, okay? It's going to happen, okay? But, hey, try to steer clear of them. But when you don't, it's just time to get out of that sand trap, and just play on. That's what we do, okay? And we're going to play on in life. And I'm going to play on in mine. And I hope I can remember to do that from now on, okay? All right, thanks for listening. Oh, yeah, Wilkinson for sheriff. Come out and vote for me. Thank you. Bye.